fabulous that we are here in the Piccadilly Theatre. Isn't it beautiful? They just finished doing a bit of flamenco down there, which was a lot of that stamping going on, which I've seen you do. Yes.
You guys were trying. You guys
oh my
were
goodness!
Did
you see?
No.
I'm wearing flip flops, so it wasn't that easy.
No,
and that's.
I can imagine that would make it significantly harder.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't the fact that I can't dance at all.
Was it not?
No, it really is.
Oh right. Okay. Well, he's a genius.
Absolutely amazing.
He's, and I don't think, as you guys would know from doing their little workshop there, like, you don't really appreciate how difficult it is until you give it a go.
Yeah.
I mean, I've grown to the sort of like flamenco heel height.
Yeah. Do you sort of do that? Do you walk along like that now?
Well, I don't know really. But I go back into trainers and I'm like, oh, I missed the sort of.
Yeah.
That,
and obviously you've picked it up pretty well. In fact, amazingly.
Well,
how difficult was it?
Well, I sort of went into it with like a thing, because I'm a tapper as well. I've tapped, it's one of the first things I ever did. So I went in thinking, like, it would be good. We'll be able to get this whole section in where we do some crazy footwork.
Easy peasy.
We'll have this whole section and whatever. And then I started learning it, and it's just it's completely different. Like, it's a lot of stamps, it's a lot of different placement and things like that, and different speeds and different like, you have to keep your upper body very still whilst your lower half is going mental. But it's very, very difficult, and he makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
But it's also that sort of long tension and
it's so
stickiness.
graceful, isn't
beautiful.
it? Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about Scott, who you're playing in this wonderful show, Strictly Ballroom.
So Scott is he is the sort of prodigy of Federation and ballroom dancing and Latin ballroom, and he's got that weight on his shoulders. But I think he's reached a point where he's sort of, he knows he's at that stage where everyone's very excited for him, but he's not being true to himself in terms of he doesn't really like the steps that he's doing, and he wants to do his own thing, which he does, gets in trouble for, obviously. And then Fran, the sort of unexpected partner that he eventually like.
I'm a big Fran fan.
I think everyone. I think everyone finds themselves in some stretch of their own imaginations in Fran.
Yeah.
I think that's what this story does brilliantly. Is that I mean, especially from a female's point of view, all of those things that you wish you'd said to that guy, or even from a guy to a girl, all those things. All of that awkwardness at that age that she just cuts through in a very Spanish way, and just puts it out there, which Scott doesn't really know how to deal with, because all of the women that he's used to are just so sort of shouty and naggy and whatever. So I think everyone finds themselves in Fran. And it's so beautiful the way she does it.
I mean, it is basically a fairy tale, isn't it? It really is, like it's a fairy tale, a love story.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. It's also about the oppression and sort of they're just always being a bigger man, a bigger boss. Something which is very topical today. The fact that he also looks like a certain leader is.
Yes, I did notice some similarities there.
I mean, that is a pure coincidence. Like, the guy from the I don't know how that happened. But maybe they just thought, oh my God, we've got Barry Pfeiffer's in charge of the United States, let's do a musical.
Yeah.
It's now's the time. But there's so many things in it, it's a real cacophony of different stories and different emotions, but with a real sort of thread of love and heart, in the centre of it, which is lovely to play.
Yeah. Had you seen the film? Because it came out when I was a teenager. So you're just about to say your mum.
I was born in '93. And this was '92, so I wasn't around. Sorry to put it. No, my partner Chrissy auditioned for the tour.
Right.
And so we were sat down. I was actually helping over their Australian accent, and.
Well, and yours is jolly good, I have to say.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's very good.
It's really nice when you get some genuine Aussies in, and
they're like, "Are you Australian?"
And they're like, "Are you Australian?" I'm like, "No." But thanks.
Yeah.
But it's we was helping out with their accent. We thought, we'll just stick it on, you know, see what the you know, the story's about. I know Drew got so excited about it, so I was like, well, it's obviously going to be fab.
Yeah.
Stuck it on, and I was like, right, okay, so if Scott ever comes to town, that's it. I want that role. Yeah, it was one of those, and Chrissy's in the production with me.
Oh,
you know,
fantastic!
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's just so uplifting, isn't it? And colourful and happy. It's one of those ones. If you've had a rubbish day at work, well, even if you haven't had a rubbish day at work, you come along to this and you just feel better when you walk out afterwards. Yeah,
and I mean, I think it's also rare that you get a show that is suitable for a family as well as being quite mature in certain in-jokes and things, you know.
Yeah, I like that though, there's a cleverness to it.
There's a very clever, and obviously people who now have families remember Strictly Ballroom from its first time round and the love of the film, and I think what Drew's done magically is actually translate the Baz Luhrmann style onto the stage.
Yeah.
In that fast, sort of comedic, paced, but very focused.
Yeah.
You know how Baz would just like zoom into someone's face. He like the lighting. Howard, a lighting designer. You know, just such a brilliant team of people that have come together to create it. With Catherine Martin, who's like, I mean, I'm dropping names now, obviously.
Clang.
People, you know, Catherine Martin's won like 4 Oscars. Baz has been in.
Has he?
Yes.
Oh, I saw the photos of Baz being in, actually. Yeah.
Baz has been in.
It's great. I mean, it's a stunning show. Get your tickets. It's lovely. Thank you so much for talking to me. It's been awesome, and I will be back.
Thank you.
No worries. Bye, everyone.